In a bustling corporate office filled with busy executives and polished professionals, one man moves quietly through the halls. Unnoticed, unassuming, a janitor whose job is to clean up after others. But beneath that humble exterior lies a story few could imagine. A story of intellect, perseverance, and a hidden brilliance that transcends the walls of his workplace. When the CEO unexpectedly overhears this janitor speaking not one, but 9 languages fluently, the entire office is shaken to its core. What happens next is a powerful tale of breaking stereotypes, challenging assumptions, and redefining what it truly means to be extraordinary. This is the story of Javier, a Latino janitor whose talents leave an indelible mark on everyone around him and change the course of a company forever. Javier had arrived at the office early, long before most employees trickled in. With practiced efficiency, he moved through the vast halls, pushing his cleaning cart silently down the polished floors, wiping down glass panels and dusting the gleaming surfaces. His presence was so unobtrusive that few even noticed him, which suited Javier just fine. He liked his work, simple, honest, and steady. But beneath the janitor's uniform and the routine tasks, Javier carried a world of knowledge that few could fathom. Born in a small town in Central America, he had learned languages out of necessity and curiosity. Spanish was his mother tongue, but necessity had pushed him to learn English quickly after immigrating to the United States. From there, his passion grew and he began studying French, Portuguese, Italian, and even more obscure languages like Tagalog and Swahili, all self-taught through books, radio broadcasts, and conversations with travelers he met over the years. As he polished the CEO's office window one morning, Javier's phone buzzed softly with a call. Answering quietly, he switched effortlessly between Arabic, Mandarin, and German, holding a conversation so fluid it seemed like music to the ears. What Javier didn't know was that the CEO, Michael Thompson, had just stepped into the room and stopped, captivated by the melodic flow of foreign tongues. Michael, a man used to leading with sharp acumen and surrounded by a team of specialists, had never imagined that a janitor could possess such a remarkable gift. For a moment he simply listened, amazed and humbled. This wasn't just talent. It was brilliance hidden in plain sight. As Javier ended the call and continued his duties, Michael found himself compelled to learn more. Who was this man who quietly carried a world of languages and knowledge behind his humble job? That day marked the beginning of a journey that would challenge the very fabric of the office's culture and open eyes to the extraordinary potential often overlooked. Michael's curiosity grew stronger with each passing day. He found subtle opportunities to observe Javier, noticing the quiet confidence in his movements, the way he engaged with the few co-workers he encountered, not just with kindness but with an unexpected depth of understanding. One afternoon, Michael overheard Javier helping a visiting client from Brazil, effortlessly switching between English and Portuguese, navigating complex business terms with clarity and warmth. It struck Michael how few people in the office could do the same with such ease. That evening, determined to uncover more about this hidden talent, Michael arranged a private meeting with Javier. When Javier arrived at the sleek corner office, the contrast between the two men was stark. Michael in his tailored suit and Javier, still in his janitor's uniform, a bit hesitant but composed. Michael greeted him warmly and said, "I've been hearing amazing things. Your skills and knowledge are incredible, and I want to offer you something more than what you have now." Javier blinked in surprise, unsure of what to expect. Michael continued, "We value talent here, no matter where it comes from. I want to help you grow, to give you opportunities you deserve." That moment was transformative for Javier. It was more than an offer of career advancement. It was recognition of his worth and a challenge to the invisible barriers he had faced for years. Over the following months, Javier embarked on a journey of mentorship, training, and growth. the office began to see him in a new light, not as the janitor in the background but as a vital asset, a symbol of untapped potential and the power of perseverance. Javier's story inspired conversations about inclusion, respect, and the importance of seeing beyond stereotypes. And through it all, Javier remained humble, grounded by the very roots that had fueled his determination. His journey was a testament to the idea that brilliance can flourish anywhere, and when nurtured, can transform not just an individual, but an entire community. As Javier's presence grew stronger within the company, so did the ripple effect of his story. His colleagues, once indifferent or dismissive, began to approach him with newfound respect and curiosity. The walls that had long separated employees by rank and role started to crumble as Javier shared bits of his journey. Stories of late nights spent studying foreign languages by candlelight, of challenges faced as an immigrant, and of dreams fueled by resilience. The company's leadership team took notice, inspired by how Javier's story embodied the values of hard work, dedication, and humility. They began implementing new programs aimed at uncovering hidden talents within the organization, mentorship initiatives, language workshops, and diversity forums, transforming the workplace culture into one that celebrated diversity and potential over appearances. Yet, Javier remained deeply aware of the challenges still ahead. While his own path had taken a dramatic turn, many others in the community faced barriers that seemed insurmountable. This awareness fueled his determination to give back. Outside of work, he started volunteering to teach language classes and mentor youth from immigrant backgrounds, helping them find their own voices and paths to success. His story became a beacon of hope, proof that opportunity could come from the most unexpected places if given a chance. Within the office, Javier's journey challenged long-held assumptions and prejudices. His rise wasn't just about career advancement. It was a testament to the power of empathy and the importance of looking beyond surface roles to find true human potential. And through it all, Javier continued to carry himself with grace and humility, a living reminder that brilliance isn't confined to titles or appearances, but is found in the heart and spirit of those who dare to learn, grow, and persevere. The transformation in the office wasn't just limited to Javier's personal journey. Inspired by his example, many employees began to reconsider their own biases and preconceived notions. Meetings once dominated by a select few slowly evolved into inclusive discussions where diverse voices were heard and valued. Managers started to see the benefits of fostering a culture that encouraged growth regardless of background or job title. The company's HR department launched initiatives to identify hidden talents among support staff and provide pathways for professional development, recognizing that innovation and excellence can come from any level. Javier became a symbol of possibility, often invited to share his story at company events and community gatherings. His message was clear and heartfelt. Potential is everywhere. Opportunity should be too. Yet, with increased visibility came new pressures. Javier faced skepticism from some who questioned whether his rapid rise was deserved or feared what his success meant for traditional corporate hierarchies. Navigating this terrain required not only skill but emotional resilience. Javier leaned on his family and community for support, drawing strength from the roots that had grounded him throughout his life. At home, his success inspired younger relatives and neighbors, many of whom saw in him a path forward they had not dared to imagine. He became more than a janitor turned linguist or employee turned mentor. He became a living testament to the power of perseverance, humility, and the belief that one's background should never limit their future. As the company continued to evolve, Javier's journey sparked broader conversations across industries about inclusion, equity, and the true value of diverse talents. His story reminded many that sometimes the most extraordinary gifts are found where no one expects to look. Javier's impact extended beyond the walls of the office. Local news outlets picked up his story, highlighting the incredible journey of the janitor who spoke 9 languages and shattered stereotypes. Interviews and profiles portrayed him as a community hero and an inspiration to countless immigrants and workers striving to break barriers. Javier used this platform responsibly, emphasizing the importance of education, opportunity, and compassion. He advocated for programs that support adult education and workforce development, championing causes that could uplift others like him. His efforts led to partnerships with local schools and nonprofits, expanding access to language learning and career mentorship for underrepresented communities. The momentum was palpable. Javier's personal story had become a catalyst for social change, sparking dialogues about how society values work, intelligence, and human dignity. Within the company, his rise encouraged other support staff to pursue their ambitions, knowing they too could be recognized and supported. Javier's humility remained central to his character. Despite the growing attention, he never forgot the quiet mornings cleaning the very floors now bustling with activity and promise. He often said that his job as a janitor was never beneath him. It was a stepping stone, a foundation built on respect for every role in life. His journey embodied a profound truth: that every person deserves dignity, respect, and the chance to shine. As Javier continued to break down barriers, he not only transformed a company, but helped reshape the narrative around Latino workers and immigrants across the nation. Looking back, Javier knew his path was not one of luck, but of relentless dedication, curiosity, and humility. His ability to learn languages was born from a desire to connect, to bridge cultures, and to communicate beyond barriers. Each language was a story, a person, a culture he embraced with open arms. This passion for learning had guided him through difficult times, from navigating immigration challenges to overcoming skepticism and prejudice. Today, his voice carried weight not just because of his skills, but because of the authenticity and empathy behind them. As Javier walked the halls of the company, he no longer blended into the background. Instead, he was greeted with respect, smiles, and invitations to contribute ideas. His unique perspective enriched meetings, improved client relationships, and fostered a culture where diversity was a strength, not a box to check. The CEO, Michael, often reflected on the day he first overheard Javier speaking 9 languages and how it changed his own understanding of leadership and potential. That moment was a turning point, not just for Javier but for the entire organization. Together, they worked to create a workplace where everyone, regardless of their role or background, could thrive. Javier's story became a beacon of hope, a reminder that talent can be found in the most unexpected places, and that the true measure of a person lies not in their job title, but in their spirit and commitment. Javier's journey also highlighted the systemic barriers many face in their professional lives, barriers rooted in assumptions, prejudice, and lack of opportunity. His story sparked important conversations within the company and the broader community about how organizations can better identify and nurture hidden talents. Inspired by Javier, other companies began to reassess their hiring and promotion practices, focusing on inclusive policies and mentorship programs. Javier himself became a mentor to many, offering guidance and encouragement to those striving to improve their skills and advance their careers. He emphasized the importance of self-belief, continuous learning, and resilience in the face of challenges. Beyond the professional sphere, Javier's impact was deeply personal. He used his platform to uplift his family and community, investing time and resources into education and empowerment initiatives. His journey was a powerful example of how one person's determination and talent can ripple outward, creating waves of positive change. As Javier continued to embrace new opportunities and responsibilities, he remained grounded in the values that had shaped him: humility, perseverance, and a deep respect for every individual's unique potential. Through all of this, Javier never lost sight of the humble beginnings that had shaped his character. He still remembered the long nights spent studying with borrowed books, the quiet pride he felt when mastering a new language, and the struggles faced by his family and neighbors. These memories fueled his desire to make a difference and to open doors for others who might otherwise be overlooked. Javier's story became a source of inspiration for many Latino immigrants and workers across the country. It challenged stereotypes and encouraged people to look beyond surface roles to see the richness of experience and talent within every person. The company where Javier worked transformed into a model for diversity and inclusion, setting a standard for how workplaces can foster growth and recognize the potential in all employees. And for Javier, the journey was ongoing. Each day brought new challenges and opportunities to learn, grow, and inspire. His story was a living testament to the power of education, the strength of perseverance, and the beauty of embracing one's heritage while forging a new path. As Javier's story reached wider audiences through social media and news outlets, he was invited to speak at conferences, schools, and community events. His message was clear and resonant. Talent and brilliance are not confined by job titles or backgrounds. He urged organizations to rethink how they value employees and to create inclusive environments where everyone can contribute meaningfully. Javier's speeches were heartfelt, often touching on the emotional struggles faced by immigrants and workers striving to be seen and heard. His authenticity connected deeply with listeners, inspiring many to pursue their own dreams despite obstacles. Meanwhile, the company continued to thrive under the renewed culture of inclusion that Javier helped foster. Employee satisfaction improved, creativity flourished, and client relations strengthened. Javier's presence had become a catalyst for positive change, proving that when people are valued for their true selves, everyone benefits. His journey was not just about personal success. It was about transforming systems and mindsets. Javier embodied hope, resilience, and the belief that with opportunity and support, anyone can rise. The impact of Javier's story extended beyond professional circles. Within his own community, he became a pillar of inspiration and support. Local organizations collaborated with him to expand educational programs, language classes, and job training initiatives aimed at empowering Latino immigrants and underserved populations. Javier's commitment to giving back was unwavering. He saw every success as a stepping stone to lifting others. His story challenged misconceptions and brought attention to the value of cultural diversity in shaping vibrant, innovative communities. Through his work and advocacy, Javier helped foster a greater sense of pride and belonging among Latino youth, encouraging them to embrace their identities and pursue their aspirations fearlessly. The narrative of a janitor speaking 9 languages and transforming his life resonated widely, touching hearts and minds across the nation. It reminded everyone that greatness often hides in unexpected places, and that recognizing it requires openness, empathy, and a willingness to see beyond appearances. As years passed, Javier's influence only grew. He continued to excel in his evolving career while remaining connected to his roots and community. His story became a case study in leadership programs and diversity training workshops, illustrating the profound impact of inclusive cultures and second chances. Javier's humility and dedication inspired colleagues and leaders alike, fostering a workplace environment where respect and opportunity were not privileges but rights for all. The company expanded its initiatives, launching scholarship funds, community outreach programs, and employee resource groups to further support diversity and inclusion. Javier's vision of a workplace where everyone's potential is nurtured was becoming a reality. He often reflected on his journey, the obstacles overcome, the moments of doubt, and the triumphs achieved. Through it all, he remained grateful for the chance to rewrite his own story and to open doors for others. Javier's life was a powerful reminder that with perseverance, passion, and support, barriers can be broken and lives transformed. In the final reflection, Javier stood not just as a successful professional, but as a symbol of hope, resilience, and cultural pride. His story challenged society to reconsider how it values work, intelligence, and diversity. It urged organizations and individuals to recognize the hidden gifts around them and to create environments where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Javier's journey from janitor to linguist and mentor is a testament to the human spirit's capacity to rise above adversity and redefine what success truly means. His legacy is one of empowerment, inclusion, and the unwavering belief that every person's story matters. Fired from invisibility, Javier reclaimed his voice, and in doing so, sparked a revolution of understanding that will inspire generations to come.